and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Writer, and today we're gathered here for the 15th episode of the Christina Bennett series, or what I believe is the 15th episode. We've sort of lost track, but that's okay. Originally I was going to have this mixed in with the last episode, but I'm like, you know what, we're going to split this up and make it a little more bite-sized for everybody, right? Right, so we might have 2 episodes this week. I don't know for sure, but either way around. We've got Charlotte Flair making her way down to the ring. In the last episode, she attacked Christina Bennett in a very just interesting fashion, to say the least. We didn't expect it to happen, but we're going to hopefully hear from Charlotte Flair here tonight, and we'll just hear what she has to say. And things are a little bit interesting, because remember back in My Rise, Charlotte tried to take Christina Bennett under her wing. And, well, that didn't necessarily end well, because Charlotte just wanted to use her just because, well, she wanted her to do her bidding for her and so forth. So she didn't want to go down that path, and, well, Christina Bennett already technically has a win over Charlotte Flair, but now this is interesting. So we'll find out what the Queen has to say here tonight. So as per usual, grab your snacks, grab a choice beverage, get comfy and cozy, and let's get to it, people. What will Charlotte have to say here tonight? Well, well, well. It seems like I've ruffled some feathers, huh? Earlier tonight I attacked Christina Bennett, not because I'm aligned with Max Storm's little group, nor am I with the Bloodline. I don't need anyone holding my hand or fighting my battles. I fight for myself, and tonight I made a statement. I'm here for one thing and one thing only, the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Christina, I tried to mentor you when you first got to WWE. I tried to guide you, mold you into something more. But are you really as good as everyone says you are? Or are you still that timid rookie I try to mentor? Christina Bennett, I hope you're watching. I hope you felt that message loud and clear. Next week, I want an answer. No factions, no alliances, just you and me. Are you up for the challenge? Or are you just going to crumble under the pressure? Look who decided to grace us with his presence. The undisputed Universal WWE Champion, Roman Reigns. Allow me to introduce myself. Max Storm. Cut the theatrics, Max. What's your game here? Ah, straight to business, I see. Let's talk about your enforcer, Solo, and his attack on AJ Styles. What about it? We play by our own rules, Max, and you, AJ, and the rest of your group are in our way. I appreciate a good display of power, but let's not pretend there's not a common denominator here. Sami Zayn, the man who once faked a romance with the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Christina Bennett, the same Christina who rejected his advances. Good, as she should. Sami was also your honorary Oos. Sami is the link that binds our stories. And speaking of stories, isn't it fascinating how once he teamed with Christina before leaving her in the dust? What's your point, Max? My point is there's a storm brewing, and you can either stand against it or embrace it. Christina Bennett and LA Knight only teamed up with you to attempt to prevent the inevitable takeover. You really think you can take over Smackdown. You're delusional. You've chosen your side and I've chosen mine, and the U.S. Champion and the Women's Intercontinental Champion have chosen theirs. And they chose the right side. You'll be on the wrong side of history, Max, just like you've always been your entire career. Well, we'll see about that common denominator next week then, huh? I'll bring Sami, you bring whoever it is you want. Only if you can keep control of your group, Max. I thought you were expanding. We are. Well, you might want to expand faster. Oh my goodness gracious, what a confrontation that we just witnessed out there, but Solo Sikoa going right for AJ Styles here in the backstage area, and just, oh no. The enforcer of the Bloodline going right for AJ Styles here tonight. I think Roman was right, you know, he's got to recruit, you know, he's got to recruit a little faster than that. Oh, and AJ, oh boy, AJ's trying to take him down now. And AJ Styles with the chair to Solo Sikoa. Could this be enough to put away Solo right here? And it is not, because he's, well, still back up on his feet. Oh, I didn't know I could do that! I didn't know that I could still have the chair and go up that thing. Again, we've been at this for how long now? We're just now finding this out. I love that for me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Solo. Solo on the offense right here. Oh no. AJ's right on the chair. My apologies. I had a little bit I had a nice toasty cup of tea because it's really cold out the night of recording this. It's like in the 20s or something nuts like that. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's nuts because it's pretty seasonable for it to be like in the 20s and 30s at night and that sort of thing. But yeah, when you go from like having like 50, 60 degrees at night to like 20 to 30 degrees within the course of like a week or two, yeah, it's a little bit of a shock on the system to say the least. And again, this is at the time recording this. We're recording this on Halloween night. So, that's all fun and exciting. Oh, God. Solo is just going right for AJ here tonight. There's no other way around it. Oh, man. Max better be in just recruitment mode at this point, if he isn't already. Oh! Oh, and a huge strike to AJ right there. Oh, and I pressed the button, but apparently they didn't... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But people, we've had quite an interesting development, to say the least, just, you know, amongst Max Storm and Roman Reigns finally meeting. I mean, it's a big moment, people. It's a big moment. But, of course, later on, we've also got a quick little matchup, too. Jesus. We got a quick matchup between Santos Escobar and LA Knight, non-title matchup, but still a matchup nonetheless. And, you know, somebody, one of the two's got to show up to work each week, okay? There's no other way around it. Somebody's got to show up to work each week. Oh, my goodness. But we've got a challenge from Charlotte Flair. Max and Roman are now interacting. None of this can be good, right? Like, none of this can be good for anyone, right? Because, I mean, now we've got the Bloodline, essentially, versus Max's little group. And they're kind of quickly demolishing the group. So, I mean, I don't know. And Charlotte Flair, well, she just apparently just wants a title, which, I mean, that sounds about right. But here we are, kids. Here we are. Again, I don't know how long this episode's going to be, but I do know the next episode is going to be a little bit longer than usual. So just get settled in for that. Oh, and Solo is just going right for AJ, just... no other way around it. He just is unrelenting here, people. Oh, that's it. Alright, everyone. We've got a bit of a non-title matchup on our hands right here tonight with, well, LA Knight. Here we go, people. This is going to be quite interesting, to say the least. Now, I know we skipped over the entrance for Santos Escobar, but we're trying to figure out some ways to just kind of, like, speed things up a little bit, right? Right, because we don't want the episodes to go on for 10 hours, because, again, this episode in particular is pretty story-heavy, but with good reason, right? Because we're approaching a premium live event, which means we got to get some stuff taken care of, right? Right, but... holy cow, people. This episode has been just wild thus far. We're just going to have to see what happens here. I figured I'd add in this little matchup here because, you know, that way we get a little bit of a break between all the different story bits and pieces and that sort of thing. Santos Escobar versus LA Knight. Let's go. I thought the referee was, like, outside the ring or just, like, disappeared or something for a split second. Oh, God. Oh, God. Alrighty. Right out of the corner, right out of the gate. Love to see that. So yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying the episode and, you know, just the different kind of direction we're going with. Lots of different moving pieces. We gotta keep track of everybody at this point. It's like all we wanted to do is just get rid of this guy, and now there's 1,000 different people that are apparently coming our way. So you'll love to see it. It's like, now if the Bloodline's all involved, this can't be good. It cannot be good whatsoever. Not at all. But here we go, people. We've got LA Knight just stomping away at Santos Escobar right here. But, I mean, hey, I'm excited to see where this is all going to go. It's all going to just, like, come at a boiling point at some point. I don't know, but, yeah, there's that. And I did get some rest in between the last episode and this episode. Because, y'all, I was so tired when I was recording that last episode. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock by the time I got to recording that, or at least finishing that bit up. At least in terms of, like, the matches and that sort of thing, and the entrances and all that. So essentially what I do is that when I'm done writing the script, I will essentially do the voiceovers, and then I edit down the voiceovers as much as I can. Sometimes I miss some bits and pieces, but that's what we do in the second round of audio editing. Then we go in, do the entrances, and, you know, do all the video stuff, and all that good stuff, and then we edit it all together into one cohesive package. It doesn't take nearly as long as you would think it might take, but, you know, you get into a groove and you get some shortcuts along the way and that sort of thing. I know I'm going a little bit behind the scenes or whatever with, you know, the process, but I figured it might be a little bit of interesting information, so there's that. Again, we didn't expect to film a total of 5 to 6 episodes of the series, but here we are. Next episode is going to be a lot more match heavy, and it's going to be a longer episode, I think, so just kind of bear with it. Just roll with it for like a cup of coffee. It'll be a good time, I swear. I'll make a nice toasty cup of tea, and we'll be all set and raring to go, although I think I might need more than a cup of tea, but... Oh. Oh, boy. The rest of Legato is going to be out here? That's fantastic. Fantastic Phantasma. It's like, hang on here. How many factions are there gonna be? How many factions are there going to be in this group? Or in this storyline? What's happening here? Wait a second here. So the referee saw the chair and got rid of the chair, but couldn't figure out who actually did... Okay. Okay. Man, these referees are dumb in this game, I swear. Poor LA Knight had a bit of a just regular normal match. And lo and behold, now we got another faction to worry about. Jesus, take that. I mean, hey, we're on the same page with the bloodline at least. So I mean there's that. I don't know. This is a mess. This is an absolute mess. Well, hey, we have at least 2 finishers all lined up and ready to go, so that's lovely. Oh, Santos heard me say that, and he was just like, nope, not today, pal. Oh, this game is a mess. I love it. Oh, boy. Just because I wanted to add in one more match, I'm like, oh, this could be nice and quick and easy breezy, and well, lo and behold. Lo and behold, this is what I deserve. This is exactly what I deserve. Either way around, oh my god. Again, this is kind of a side mission story kind of episode, but I feel like it makes logical sense. Again. Oh, what the crap? We countered that. You potatoes. Oh, I want to kick out. Oh, boy. I'm like laser focused with regards to that. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. Well, that's fantastic. No, we don't want to fight forever. Santos, no. Oh, he's going to go for the ropes. He's going to go for the ropes. Oh, wait, he kicked out, but okay. Everything's fine. I just wanted an easy tune-up match. Jesus. Everything's fine, kids. Everything's fine. Oh, that's funny. You can't always get what you want, right? Right. Oh my god, are you joking? Oh, what a 2 count right there. Hey, he's being a bit of a fighting champion, although this is a non-title matchup. So there's that. Well, hey, at least we countered that one. It registered properly, and I love that for me. Again, this was supposed to be an easy match. That's okay, I can't be mad, though. And again, we need a break from all the shenanigans! Oh god, well I mean we didn't get a break from shenanigans, but these shenanigans. Oh, that was wonderful. Sneaky roll-up, just for the win. All reliable, right? Right. Seriously, that sneaky roll-up does come into good... It comes in clutch. When you're in the My Faction mode. It really does, because like you might have like this 8-person match, and it's like, oh, there we go, sneaky pin. That's it. That's it for us people. Jeez, oh man. Well, this tune-up match kind of escalated very quickly, so I don't know what's going on now, how many different groups we've got it. We're just gonna have to just start keeping track on like a separate scratch piece of paper or something, I swear, with like little diagrams and stuff. Well, good thing I got my Microsoft Word, so that way I can jot down the notes accordingly. But either way around, let's keep things moving along, shall we? I think so. Here we go, everyone. Here we go. Charlotte Flair making her way down to the ring this week. Will we find out if Christina Bennett accepts Charlotte Flair's challenge? Well, we're about to find out in just a few moments here if Christina Bennett's even back or what's going on. I don't know what's going on at this point. I'm just here to watch what happens and just, just to watch the stories. I'm here to watch the stories. The stories that I wrote. Oh, this is meta. Either way around, let's see what Charlotte Flair has to say tonight, shall we? Last week, I made a statement. I attacked Christina Bennett because I needed to send a message to the so-called Women's Intercontinental Champion. Christina, I called you out last week and I want a response. I want you to step into this ring and face me like the champion you claim to be. Oh boy, it looks like the Women's Intercontinental Champion is back after being attacked a couple of weeks back on Monday Night Raw. Looking all sharp and spiffy, can't complain about that. But we're about to find out, will Christina Bennett accept Charlotte Flair's challenge at Extreme Rules coming up? Well, we're about to find out, people. You want a response, Charlotte? Well, here I am. I've heard the comparisons. We're both second-generation superstars. We've both main evented WrestleMania and premium live events. But there's one big difference between us. There's a saying that it's not the gold that makes the wrestler. It's the wrestler that makes the gold. Well, I don't need a title to prove my worth. You always have. As soon as you were done chasing the Smackdown Women's title, you just jumped right on over here to go for a title you've never won before. It's almost like you can just smell when there's a title nearby. Christina, you've always been good with words. You've always had a title to define you. Take it away, and what are you left with? Just being Justine's niece. First of all, in or out of the ring, I'm always going to be Justine's niece. But you know what I'm always going to be? The first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion. That's something you'll never be, Charlotte. But I will be the first to take the Women's Intercontinental Championship off of you. You got so lucky when you beat me when you first got here. You know what's also interesting, Charlotte? You talked about how you were trying to mentor me when I first got to WWE. But in reality, you never wanted me to succeed. After my atrocious debut, you laughed right at me, and look at where I am today. There's no shame in starting at the bottom and working your way up. But then again, you can't relate to that because you always got everything handed to you on a silver platter. Well, so did you. Your aunt got you in the door. Yeah, well, so did your dad. He might have gotten me in the door, but I've stayed here ever since. And at Extreme Rules, I'll prove that your win against me was just beginner's luck. That is, if you're not scared to face me again. If you want to find out if I'm as good as they say I am, let's settle it once and for all. And to make sure that this isn't a fluke and that you don't weasel out after 5 minutes, I'm challenging you to an Iron Woman match. No excuses, no shortcuts, just you and me proving who the better second-generation wrestler is, which everyone knows is me. Iron sharpens iron. Well played. So what's it going to be, champ? You're on. See you at Extreme Rules. Well, look who's back. How are you holding up after last week? Hanging in there, champ. You know how it goes. Just another day at the office. Now about that little challenge you accepted from Charlotte Flair. Risky move, but it's got everyone talking. Well, she did attack me last week, and I'm just not one to back down from a challenge. I get it, Bennett. I hate to be the voice of reason here, but are you sure you're ready for an Iron Woman match? It's an entirely different ballgame. Well, I wasn't ready to main event WrestleMania against my aunt. Nor was I ready to deal with a fake ex-boyfriend on a regular basis. I'm just going to leave it all out there in the ring. And speaking of fake ex-boyfriends, rumor has it that Sami might be crashing the party on Smackdown this Friday. Figures. So what's the game plan? The game plan is simple. If Sami shows up, he's all mine. I'll handle him so you can focus on doing what you do best, defending that title. Are you sure about that? Absolutely. Sami's been giving you a hard time for too long. It's about time somebody put him in his place. Well, I appreciate the backup. Thank you. Not a problem. Now you focus on your match at Extreme Rules. I'll deal with Sami if he decides to crash the party on Friday night. Alrighty, friends. You know who we see in that corner. You know you see her, right? Wait for it. Wait for it. Justine Janine! We got the return of Justine Janine in this episode on top of all the other shenanigans. But that was a very interesting interaction that we just saw on Monday Night Raw. Of course, we saw Christina Bennett accept the challenge for the Iron Woman match. And, well, she's having a little bit of a tune-up match at the PC. And if it's going anything as well as it is right now, well, I think we're going to see a new champ. But Christina Bennett tends to just, you know, she just comes back. That's just her thing. But she's got Aunt Justine Janine in her corner, which it's interesting because they kind of brought up Justine a little bit in that little segment between Charlotte and Christina Bennett. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. But it appears to be that the Sami problem is going to be taken care of, so that the Charlotte problem could also be taken care of too. So, I mean, dividing and conquering while also having some strength in numbers, I think that makes logical sense. See, they're the only people that are making any sense half the time on this freaking storyline, I swear. Max, I don't know what he's doing. His entire group's just getting taken out at this point, but we don't know who he's recruiting or anything like that, so I don't know. We don't know. We got a tune-up match at the PC for y'all. Give it a, you know, gotta give everyone a little change of scenery a little bit. And who doesn't like seeing Justine Janine? Listen, we had to, okay? Oh, okay. Well, that happened to us, so that's nice. That's nice, Cora. So Cora's in there with Christina Bennett because those two have, you know, they've gone along over the years and that sort of thing, and over time and all that good stuff. They've been on the same page, and, well, Christina has helped Cora and Jade out in the past. So, you know, there's a, you know, rapport right there. Oh, kick from Cora. Okay, I totally pressed the button there, but okay. Let's pretend I didn't. But I did. Okay, well at least I'm getting the button when I need to get the button, right? Right. We'll take that as a big win. Oh, I bet it's looking for it. But I mean, an Iron Woman match with Charlotte Flair. Like, we need a debrief for a second here. I think everyone might be onto something here. You know, it's a second-guessing type of situation, but hey, a main event's a main event on a PLE, right? Right. But this will be interesting. This will be very interesting indeed. And Cora Jade kicks at it too right there in the tune-up match. Again, doesn't hurt to have an extra little tune-up match and that sort of thing. We'll have to see what unfolds moving ahead. Oh, and Bennett. Oh, see, she's got the top rope move. We've been avoiding that thing for a little bit, and now she's getting it, and we're proud of her. It's like she gets it at the Performance Center, but not in front of the crowd, and I just, yeah, I can see that. Maybe it's nerves. Listen, this is only her second full year, really, at this, so, I mean, it's a bit of a pressure cooker situation, to say the least. But she's got her Aunt Justine Janine, watching her whiff the move. Oh, but she countered. Christina Bennett with the arm. God, it's so weird not hearing, like, the crowd in the background or anything. We need to have, like, more of these little segments in the Performance Center. Maybe we'll get the mocap one. Oh, my God. Oh, either one would be hilarious, I think. But definitely we need more of, like, this kind of stuff. I think part of my NaNoWriMo is going to be to flesh out more of the script for this series, because I've got some ideas. I've got ideas. What? Okay, I totally pressed the button, but okay. Oh, and a kick out at 2. Nice little competitive performance center match. Love to see that. Love when that happens. Oh. Oh, okay. Everything's fine. Not like I don't have a full little momentum meter thing to use, but okay. Okay. I'm just saying. There we go, people. Here we go. This might be it. I like how they play the music in the PC. That's delightful. It's like, I don't think we should be playing the music at the PC, but okay, it is what it is. But nice little training tune-up match right there for Christina Bennett with Justine Janine in her corner. Let's keep moving along, people. We gotta see the drama with LA Knight and Sami if that comes to head. We gotta see just everything else unfold, right? Right. Christina, I've gotta say, you're looking very sharp out there. How do you feel about the Iron Woman match coming up? Nervous but ready. I've been putting in the work. Gotta stay on top of my game, especially since I'll be in there with Charlotte Flair in the main event with the title on the line. That makes it 2 main event matches for you, kiddo. I've gotta say, you had a bumpy start, but you're finally finding out who you are now. I'm proud of you. Thanks, Justine. No problem, but we need to talk about the Sami Zayn situation. How are you holding up? You two had this weird relationship, not relationship situation for a while, right? Ugh, don't even get me started. He's being a massive drama queen. He just can't handle the fact that I wasn't buying into whatever he was selling. I mean, you saw him making a scene. Yeah, I saw on Monday Night Raw that LA Knight's handling the Sami situation so you can focus on your match. He seemed pretty adamant about having your back after what went down with Sami. Surprisingly, I'm okay with it. I mean, it's a relief not to deal with Sami's drama, especially when I have this huge match coming up. And I know he'll handle it like a pro. And how does that sit with you? LA Knight isn't exactly the guy I would have picked to be your knight in shining armor. Well played, Justine. Well played. Listen, I have definitely not agreed with all your choices, but I've been watching you two. Despite not having many matches together, there's chemistry. You're a team, and I like it. You do? Why? Something has clicked in you since you returned from your injury. There's a newfound confidence in you. And maybe, just maybe, LA Knight is getting through to you in a way I couldn't. That or all the drama you've had to endure. Drama's an understatement, Justine. I've been around this business for a long time, kiddo. Sometimes it can take the right ally or tag team partner to bring the best out in you. And I think you've got something here. I think so too. It's crazy how things have taken off, and I think we've barely scratched the surface, you know? Well, the ratings would agree with you there, and so would I. But look, if you guys need anything, I'm here for you. Despite our bumpy relationship, family comes first. We're blood, and I'll always have your back. Thanks, Justine. That means a lot. The Iron Woman match is important to me, and I need to focus on taking down Charlotte. But knowing you've got my back, it eases the load a bit. Well, you are my niece after all. Never forget that. Now go out there at Fastlane and show them what you're made of. Oh my goodness gracious, what is happening here? It looks like Sami Zayn is taking out Jimmy Uso backstage. The feud between Max Storm's group and the Bloodline is certainly picking up. Meanwhile, it's like there's the whole situation involving this weird temporary alliance type deal between the Bloodline along with the makeshift tag team that somehow makes the most sense in this whole situation. The team between Christina Bennett and LA Knight. Even though Christina Bennett's got her own fair share of problems and situations right now. And I mean, Sami showed up, so what's gonna happen here? Remember from Monday Night Raw. Remember that, people. Remember how they had that conversation in the back where it's like, alright, if Sami shows up, I'm taking care of him? Well, I think we might need that to happen, right? 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 Oh, no. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because Jimmy's just not having a good time backstage, to say the least. Oh, no. You people have been waiting for an explanation, haven't you? Well, here it is. Jimmy Uso had it coming. He was just a stepping stone to what Max Storm and I want, and that's to take over Friday Night Smackdown and all of WWE. The Bloodline is a major part of Smackdown, so taking them out will only make things easier for us to swoop in and take over. But there's also one more thing I want. Christina Bennett, get out here. I've got some unfinished business with you. Oh, no. Sami, just get out of here. Just get out, Sami. Do so while you're ahead. Well, I mean, he was right. He was going to take care of Sami Zayn if he showed up, and lo and behold, LA Knight keeping a promise right there. Love to see that. Oh boy. This is going to get very interesting. It's like a former tag team partner with, I guess, the current tag team partner. This is going to get interesting, people. Grab your snacks, grab your choice beverage, get comfy and cozy. And we need to see this encounter. We just need to see what's going to unfold here tonight, all things considering. So, who knows what's going to happen after this. But boy, oh boy, we are certainly in for quite the interesting situation on our hands. Oh boy. Just, Sami, get out of here, Sami. Get out of there, Sami. Hold on a minute, Sami. It seems like you didn't pay attention to everything else on Monday Night Raw. You see, I promised Christina Bennett that if you showed up, I'd be the one dealing with you. Christina can't send her own messages, afraid she might not be able to handle me on her own. Sami, you know damn well that she can handle you like she did a few weeks ago when she rejected you in front of the WWE Universe. Christina doesn't need anyone to fight her battles for her. She just has more important things to focus on, like her big main event title defense tomorrow night. She doesn't have time for you or your BS. Listen, I'm not interested in you, LA Knight. I want Christina Bennett. I've got unfinished business with her. Unfinished business, huh? Sami, let me clear something up with you. You see, Christina and I had quite the conversation about your so-called relationship. You and Christina Bennett never had anything real. It was always a fake relationship. Your own words. I've heard all about your twisted history. You used her to climb the ladder, and you used her for clout. And when it didn't suit you, you abandoned her. But Christina still owes me answers, and I'll stop at nothing to get them. She doesn't owe you a damn thing, Sami. I promised her that if you showed up, I'd handle this. I'm not going to let you disrupt her journey any further. She's worked too damn hard to let someone like you throw her off course. Handle me? You think you can handle me? Tomorrow night, I want you in that ring for the United States Championship. I'm done playing games. I want to take you out just like I did with Jimmy Uso. We'll see about that, Sami. If you want to dance, let's dance. But just remember, you brought this on yourself. Oh my goodness. Okay, it looks like Max Storm is handling business himself for once. You'll love to see it. Max actually does something. He's going right after Jey Uso. If we remember correctly, Sami took care of Jimmy, and now Max is taking care of Jay. Drew and AJ are on the shelf. So, I don't know what's all going on, but what I do know is this. Things are not looking up for the Bloodline whatsoever, and in turn, maybe not so much for Christina Bennett nor LA Knight. But those two are going to be very busy bees come Extreme Rules, so we're going to have to see what happens, people. It's going to be quite an interesting episode, to say the least. But Max Storm taking out Jey Uso right here tonight. Oh my goodness gracious. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting Extreme Rules, to say the least, between the Iron Woman match and everything in between. Oh god. So again, I don't know how long this episode is going to be. I don't know. The next episode is going to be a pretty long episode, but if you do enjoy those kinds of episodes with just a lot of matches, well, the next episode is going to... Why does everybody have to go after with the shovel? Like, you've got a perfectly good table, a chair, a hockey stick. Like, you've got 100 different things, and yet everybody goes for the shovel. I'm trying to figure this out here. Oh, Max. Oh, Max. Oh, Max. You know, maybe Christina Bennett was right. Maybe he's the second best Max. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Max. Just taking care of Jey Uso just like that. Again, I don't know, or we might get to Extreme Rules in this episode, we might not, but here we are, kids. Here we are. Well, I mean, we'll probably start it in this episode, but we'll see how things move along. But for the most part, whether we start it or not, we'll figure it out from there. So there's that. I'll have to start editing this episode a little bit to get an idea, but for the most part, we'll probably just have one beefy episode for Extreme Rules. I think that's more than fair, right? Right. Oh, that's it for Jey, people. That is it for Jey Uso. Or at least that's what we think so, anyway. Max, what are you doing? I don't know what Max is even doing at this point, people. I really don't.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Alrighty, people, here we go. The matchup, well, one of two matches that we're going to be following along here at Extreme Rules. We've got Sami Zayn versus LA Knight for the United States title. Of course, Sami Zayn's been kind of a thorn in Christina Bennett's side pretty much all throughout her very short career. Again, grand scheme of things, very short career thus far. And Christina Bennett, quite frankly, has bigger fish to fry. She has made her just point, you know, clear at this point. And, well, Sami, he's just mad. I don't know. He just cannot take no for an answer, apparently. And she's just not buying what he's selling. And, well, with Christina Bennett in the main event in the Iron Woman match against Charlotte Flair, LA Knight offered to, well, take care of the Sami problem for her. So that's how we got to this point here. And, yeah, well, I mean, we kind of just saw how this matchup got sort of put together, like, just now, but if this is a longer episode, then it is what it is, and if it is not, well, then it's not. But even if it is, I feel like this is one of these series where you can kind of get away with it being a little bit of a longer episode, because we got story progression, we got character development, we got some exciting matches. And while this is not entirely Christina Bennett focused, you know, it's Christina Bennett focused adjacent, I would think. Because it's still germane to everything that she's sort of gone through in her path and her story and so forth. But that means we get a dedicated video for the Iron Woman match, people. Grab your snacks for that one, because oh boy, are we going to need the water and the just willpower to get through that. But that's okay. That's okay, people. And again, per usual, we always have the community creations down in the description down below, in case if you are wondering, because we give credit where credit is due in this household. That's how we roll here. I'm actually surprised that, you know, like, this particular video hasn't really taken me as long as I thought it was going to be. Actually, it took me a little longer than expected, but, you know, that's okay. We were off to a little bit of a late start. The fans aren't even having it with Sami. This is great. But there it is. The United States title is on the line. Okay, I'll shut up. Wait, we got a different referee.
And his opponent from Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 230 pounds. He is the WWE United States Champion, LA Knight.
But here we go, people. This should be very interesting indeed. Extreme Rules has always been an interesting premium live event for Christina Bennett. The first time we saw her at Extreme Rules, I believe that was the Rhea Ripley match from My Rise, which was nuts. And that was kind of a breakout moment for her, but there it is, people. The United States Championship is on the line here tonight. Again, I didn't intend to film 2 more episodes before the end of October, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and we're here tonight and enjoying just the crazy roller coaster ride that we've been on. Oh, snap. Okay, well, that was, like, not even, like, 10 seconds. What is this, the other promotion? Christina, shut up! Oh, my God, I'm gonna stop. No, I'm not gonna. I just, yeah. Well, I mean, the track record. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, I mean, hey, this feud got kind of personal very quickly, so there's that. Sami Zayn trying to go for something. LA Knight with the elbow. Oh, okay, well, Sami got him right there. Okay, that's not good. My button mashing skills are absolutely atrocious right now, and that's okay. Well, hey, at least we're able to get the right button when we need to get the right button, right? Right. Sami, you can just go and do your thing on the outside of the ring. See, Sami's just mad now. There's no... Listen, okay, so Sami's one of my favorite people to watch, like, in IR, you know, just real life, just wrestling and stuff like that. This is just for the story purposes, right? Right, because we have seen these two, just, well, not these two, but we've seen Sami Zayn kind of all throughout Christina Bennett's weird journey in different eras, if you will. Different chapters, and this could be the start of a brand new chapter. We'll see, but... Oh! Like me getting all these counters all of a sudden. Look at that! Oh, thanks, Sami. Oh, see, we're entering into a counter button era. We're getting there slowly but surely, people. Y'all, I did a whole bunch of cleaning before I got started and went for a little walk and stuff like that, so I did my fair share of productivity after, you know, between work and filming today, so I'm okay with that. Oh, we blocked him again. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. Oh, that could very well be it for Sami. We'll have to see here. I'm just surprised that we got a new referee. It's usually, you know, one of our two favorite referees, right? And we never really get this one, so I'm okay with that. Now, you watch like we get the one jerk-face referee that we always seem to get with important matches, right? Right. Okay, well, we pressed the button that time. I don't understand. Oh, okay, well, I pressed the wrong button that time. So that one was my bad, y'all. That was my bad. And Sami Zayn going in for the cover. And a 1 count right there. Very interesting. Oh, and a counter. We'll have to see what happens here. Once again! Oh, no. Things aren't looking good for Sami at all, people. That referee's gonna get caught in the middle of this, I swear, but... Hey, at least we got a new referee, finally, for, like, the first time in what feels like forever. Oh, now this really might be it for Sami. Oh, no. An LA Knight looking to put away Sami Zayn right here. And a 2 count. And a 2 count right there. We are truly not worthy of the shenanigans that are unfolding in this storyline, right? Right. Well, I mean, there's a lot of different arcs and angles, like, all throughout the story, so, I mean, that makes things a little interesting, right? Right. And hey, it's not the Judgment Day every single week. It's just Max and just whatever shenanigans that he's up to. I mean, he finally actually did something, so, I mean, I can't really fault him for that. Oh, I can fault myself for not pressing the button right away there. It's the Let's Player's conundrum. You're trying to talk and play the game at the same time. And it's like you have to do one or the other. It's like, oh god, why is this a thing? Oh, and LA Knight ducked the kick right there. Oh, and now Sami's busted open. This can't be good. Oh boy, that's it. That's it for Sami, people. That might be it. And LA Knight puts away Sami Zayn in fairly swift fashion, retaining the United States Championship. And I don't think we're going to hear from Sami for a little bit, or at least I hope not anyway. Could you imagine? Oh my god. Well, I mean, very much, you know, how Solo's kind of the enforcer for Roman's bloodline. What if Sami's like the enforcer for Max's group? I don't know, but either way around. This was a very intriguing matchup, to say the least, and very swift fashion. Sami Zayn goes down, and LA Knight retains the title, and hopefully Sami kind of chills out from this point onward. We don't know what's going to happen moving ahead. except I do know this. We're in for just, you know, an exciting main event, premium live event matchup between Christina Bennett and Charlotte Flair coming up in the next episode. 30-minute Iron Woman match. Again, I'm going to need any and all willpower to get through that, but that's okay. We're going to have a good time. We're going to chat. It's going to be great. So if you like a longer episode or a longer just match in general, the next episode's going to be for you. So, again, thank you all super duper much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you get notifications around here, and that sort of thing. At the time recording this, right on Halloween evening, just as nature intended, we are at we're fast approaching 900 subscribers, so we're on the way to 1,000 subscribers, at least at the time recording this. So, again, any and all support is always much appreciated. And thank you all super much for all the love and support thus far. So again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.